Hey lovely sexy people. So today's video is a quick unboxing for two kits I picked up when I was having a browse around my local Lidl store, and they are this 172 scale Willys Jeep, which comes with a pack howitzer as well, and this Tiger 1. So yeah, they're both essentially starter sets. So you get the paints and an acrylic brush, and you get the usual poly cement. They were, I think I said they were $6.99 each, so I didn't think that was too bad for starter sets. So let's start off with, I'll do a separate video for this one. Start off with the Willys Jeep, and so on the front you get obviously some artwork, some great artwork. You get a list of the extras that are included. So we get 4 acrylic paints, which are 26, 33, 60 and 86. You get the standard Humbrol starter brush, and you get some poly cement. And then you've got obviously little call out here, colour call out for the items. You get, like I say, you get a small pack howitzer and a trailer as well with this. Sides, you've got some information on the Willys Jeep. Again, you've got the picture of these items. The opposite side is just some warnings. Those are the ends of the box. And then you've got the colour plate for painting on the back. So let's crack this open. Okay, so let's have a look at the instructions first, shall we, and then we can bring you down to look at the kit. So these are actually quite thick instructions. Oh, look at that, you even get a second colour plate for the Jeep. Now that's nice. Quite often they're just left for the single plate on the back of the box. So yeah, that's nice. And this looks like you also get the alternative fit to have the canopy up as well. Nice. Oh yeah, okay, right. Okie dokie. So on the front, you get a little bit of info on the vehicle itself, the Willys Jeep. Half-ton 4x4, as it was officially designated. The story is that it was called the Jeep because it stood for a bastardization of the initials for what it was known. It was known as GP, which stood, as I understand, for general purpose. Obviously that then just became Jeep, which is why it's called the Jeep. You got some multilingual warning call outs here, and then we've got obviously your key code for the various keys that come up in the instruction, symbols that come up in the instructions. Again, multilingual information regarding contents, assembly instructions, etc. And then we come into the instructions itself. Now, I haven't built an Airfix Jeep, but I did build the Matchbox Jeep that came with the LRDG group set. So it was the desertized Jeep and the truck that came on the little diorama base that Matchbox used to do. And this kind of feels similar-ish in the way it goes together, doing the chassis first and then the floor pan, building up the sides, etc. Slightly more detail in this though, by the looks of it. Oh, that's nice. You get a single clear piece to go behind the radiator grille for the headlights, the bonnet, the windshield, spare tyre, giving you alternative positions for placing it. So you can either place it on the rear or on the front. This has got the nice little inclusion of a standard hitch point on the front as well, so that's nice. And do you know what? I'm looking at this, and this looks like an airborne pallet. Now, I don't know if this is, I don't think it's a drop pallet, but I think it might have been a pallet that was used to secure it on an aircraft or a glider. So that's an even nicer little extra in this kit. So then we come to the 10 kilowatt airborne trailer. So this airborne trailer, it does have a couple of items that you can place in it, not a lot, but we do have a cover for that as well, so that's nice. And then we're on to the 75mm airborne pack howitzer. So this would have actually, if I remember rightly, this would have seen action during Arnhem as well. I think, if I remember rightly, there were some of these deployed by the British Airborne Forces at the time. So this first set of instructions is British Airborne Jeep. So British Airborne Jeep, set of instructions. Then you've got the option for US Army Jeep, so which are basically the same. You've obviously got the canopy that you can put up for inclement weather, and it looks like there might be just a few extra bits and pieces for it. You can also pop in a 50 cal. You've got either a 30 cal or a 50 cal that you can stick on the back of this Jeep, so that's nice. You've got options there as well. I'm going to turn around and say that looking at the instructions for the howitzer, this is looking really basic. I'm not seeing sort of like any sort of like proper breech block here with like a guide rail for putting the rounds in, that sort of stuff. Or maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. It just looks sparse. That does not look like it's got everything modelled onto it, but I could be wrong. So the decals are really nice. So yeah, just looking at that, there's I mean, a lot, they're tiny. There's a lot of tiny decals there. But yeah, come down and we'll have a look at the plastic, shall we? So here is our bag. You get 3 sprues, which includes a clear sprue, which has the headlamps and the clear folding front windscreen, basically. So that looks good. Right, now it looks like so there's plenty of different wheels here as well. So these look like the Jeep tyres, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Jeep. There's the spare, and these look like the tyres for the trailer and the canopy. Excuse me a second. The canopies themselves are, you know, they're just fairly straightforward, flat canopy. Oh, did I miss that? I need to go back. I need to go back and check something because I think I missed something. Right, so blah 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 blah. No, I didn't miss anything, but here's something I've spotted straight off the bat which suggests that there may be different vehicles coming out at a later stage. So I don't know if you can see here, we've got the 30 cal and then we've got 2 Lewis guns here with the round drum magazines on top. Now that suggests to me that there might be an option at a later stage, if Airfix go ahead and bring it out, that they might do an SAS Jeep variant. That'd be really nice. So there may be spare parts left over here. We've got 2 different bonnets actually. We've got a bonnet here with this grid system on, which I'm not too sure what that is. I'm not seeing a different radiator grille. So that's a standard radiator grille. And I'm not seeing a condenser, which would have been, potentially would have been used on the front of the radiator grille for the desertized version of the Jeep. There's our 50 cal, and these are pretty static poses, you know, which is a bit of a shame. There's our plough and main body for the gun carriage. Yeah, we got 4 extra jerry cans here. We've got the jerry can on the back, so we've got 4 jerry cans to go in the trailer. Single box, but you can pick up additional accessories and stuff from eBay, additional accessories to add in different bits of kit. Yeah, do you know what? I'm liking this. It's fairly basic, but I'm liking the fact that because I've spotted these 2 Lewis guns, I think that at some point we're going to get an option. I think at some point we're going to get an option where we might have a either a SAS or LRDG desert group Jeep. So yeah, I'm liking this a lot, and I'm liking the fact that we get this little airborne tray that the Jeep sits in. Now, like I say, I don't know whether this would just been a loading tray for, I think it was the Hamilcar glider, which was like the cargo transport. I think the Horsa gliders, the back end used to drop off and you could unload a vehicle from it. So I don't know whether this pallet, which is this bit and these bits here, was specifically designed to do that for the Jeep. Somebody let me know. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. That'd be really cool. And then obviously we just get our usual, you know, starter set gubbins. So, oh, there's a nice scarlet red there, and the usual greens and browns. So we've got khaki, etc., and a black. I don't rate the poly cement, so that can go. But these little brushes are quite handy just for doing, you know, blocking in like camouflage work or painting a solid colour onto a vehicle. They're okay. Humbrol Airfix number 2. But there you go. That was the Jeep set. They're in Aldi at the moment, so if you're quick, you might find some. $6.99 I paid each for these 2 sets, but I shall speak to you later. All right, take care. Bye.